What's going on, everyone? This is Austin the Doctor, and welcome back to another review of Yuuna in the Hot Springs. This is episode 7. And I'm just going to say, this was a good episode, and it just left off on a cliffhanger, and it was a little upsetting. So, we see actually Genshiro, he's kind of a very perverted person, and he's kind of taking girls at random to be his wife, and he takes anything as flirting, and we see Oboro stop him, and that's kind of his, like, chaperone or guard, and I'm just like, oh, okay, good two new characters. Obviously, they're going to be villains if they're introduced this late. But we actually see that Genshiro is looking for someone to marry that has big spiritual powers, and this is basically leading up, kind of building up to, Yuuna being captured. That's what I was thinking in the beginning. Like, good build up, and we see Kogarashi waking up next to Yuuna, and Yuna's actually cuddling, like actual cuddling, not on top of him, but on his side with him. And then, of course, Yuuna throws Kogarashi into the river again, and Yuuna feels bad, and basically, I'm just like, okay. So this is finally kind of building up more and more, and this was in the OVA, she was kind of feeling bad, but now she's kind of like feeling bad, and Kogarashi says something a bit insensitive, I guess, that kind of sets her off a bit, about who would want to marry a woman that keeps throwing him into a river kind of thing. Like, okay, that was very mean, and Yuuna kind of agrees, yeah, that's very true, I wouldn't want that either. And basically, Yuuna thinks she hasn't changed at all, and actually Yaya says, no, you haven't. They all, when Yuuna goes to fill the soy sauce up for Kogarashi, they kind of all have a talk, Sagiri and Yaya, about how she actually has changed, and I think it's for the best that she's changed, and she's happier. And Yuuna actually seems to want to be a bride, but she thinks she can't because she's a ghost. And this is definitely setting up for what I said in the beginning, but Koyuzu and Yuuna are going to actually go and run an errand together. I'm like, okay, you're setting this up perfectly. And we see that Genshiro is a very socially daft person, and he doesn't understand the human rules. It's obviously he's not a human, but we see that Genshiro sees Yuuna and Kozu and then falls in love with Yuuna. Then he actually introduces himself to Yuuna. Then we see kind of this whole big blow up. We see Genshiro actually pick up Yuuna, and Yuuna sends him flying, and then we start to see that Genshiro has scales, and we're like, okay, what is he? Then, he decides to take Yuuna as his wife, and Yuuna kind of doesn't know what's going on. She's going with the moment, and Koyuzu actually says that Yuuna is Kogarashi's bride, and basically she kind of exposes what, Kogarashi and Yuuna do, and I'm just like, oh, okay, good for you, Koyuzu. And Genshiro actually takes Yuuna, and Koyuzu was going to attack Genshiro, but Odora actually almost attacks her, but Yuuna says, don't do that, don't hurt my friend, I'll go peacefully, kind of thing. And we learn that Genshiro is actually the Black Dragon God, and I'm thinking, Issei. But yeah, anyways, going back to, Yuuna Hot Springs, we see that Genshiro actually takes Yuuna to his castle, and she basically is forced to go there. And we see that Sagiri and Kogarashi are walking back, and they run into Koyuzu, and Koyuzu actually tells them what happened about Yuuna, and Kogarashi decides to go save Yuuna, and Koyuzu shrinks and goes with him, and Sagiri tells Kogarashi about how her clan labels certain things that are not even an entire village can take out as gods, basically unbeatable, and Sagiri actually decides to help. Then we see Genshiro is using this perverted relic on Yuuna, and it's kind of changing her clothing. I'm just like, oh, okay, thank you for the fan service. And we see Sagiri actually put on this new outfit, which is probably in the thumbnail, and I'm like, oh, that's not that bad. But we see Koyuzu, Sagiri all sneak in, but Koyuzu kind of sneezes and ruins the entire surprise. And we see Kogarashi literally run up to the front gate and call the dragon god a perverted person and horrible things, and he gets captured. And this literally all leads to just this end scene that is left on a cliffhanger, and basically it shows that Kogarashi really does like Yuuna, but he doesn't know how to express it. He's kind of against himself, I guess. But I'm going to be honest, Genshiro, I don't like him. And it's a very good thing they made a good villain that you kind of question. He's almost like Riser, but more perverted in my eyes. But honestly, I hate cliffhangers. I can't wait for next week, but this was a good episode. I honestly really enjoyed it, and it built up perfectly in my opinion. And honestly, it's obvious that Yuuna's going to go back to Kogarashi, but I hope Kogarashi kind of steps up his game and, you know, kind of realizes his feelings for her. But hey, who knows? We'll find out next episode. But anyways, guys, what did you think of this episode? I'm curious. But as always, if you did enjoy this video, smash that like button. If you're new here, subscribe. And don't forget to share this video. I'll love you. But anyways, guys, this is Austin Doctor signing out. Peace.